So everyone, I have actually worked on the XE before, and what I am going to do right now is insert some clips just showing you all how to actually remove all the door cards and door storage. How to remove all the door cards and the center console and stuff, because that will make life a little bit easier, and it means I don't have to refilm all of that again, because it's basically the same thing. So here's me in the past. One thing I've done already at the moment is remove the little center or plastic trim piece there for that part of the door handle. So inside there is basically, I think it's a 7mm bolt, so you just gotta take that out. Now I leave that in there for now. Right, what I'll do next is underneath this we've got a couple of bolts that we need to get access to. So just lift this up. It's quite awkward again, but you'll get there eventually. So just the back of this, got that clip, undo that. So here we've got two 8mm bolts. So I'm just gonna crack these loose. That's one, that's two. After you take this out, I'm just gonna put all the others in there. So that's those two off. And we need to also get access to this part here. So just get access to it gently, bit by bit. Work your way around it.
Few moments later. One eternity later.
This area doesn't want to come out. So along with that section there, we've also got to come around to this. So we've got this little trim piece. So you just got to pop this out. And there we go. It kind of pops out there and comes downwards. You can see the little latch there. So here, so just here we've got one T20. And just over here as well, we've got another T20. That's where the other T20 is. You can leave the others there to hold the door handle in. That is the only T20 you need to take off. So now I've got everything off. Just need to work on removing the door the actual door card. So I'm going to move you guys back a little bit. So what I like to do is come through in this section, put that one in, then start going around. And it just pops off. By far one of the easiest cards to pop off. From here you just got to basically go through it all. So bit by bit undo the door handle. And there we go. So with regards to the rear doors, it's pretty much the same thing. Only difference is you don't have that piece here, so you can just go forward with removing everything and you'll be able to just take the door card off. Here is how I've gotten the door handle light to sit in. Just gotten that hot glued in the end. Put some hot glue around all the other points to make sure it's all protected, and yeah, that's the door handle light. And now it's time to drill a hole for the door storage light. So with the actual doors and the modules here, you can see there is a 12 volt live and earth. On this door, the top one just here is the earth and the bottom one is the live. That's what we're going to use to tap into for the doors modules to be wired up with. Now each of the doors, the location of which wire is where might be a little bit different, but that's basically what you're going to look for on every one of the doors, and that way you get a strong, good, solid 12 volt live and earth all the way around. Happy days. So that's the T connectors, and with the module I'm basically just putting it up over here. I'll connect the other wires up as I'm putting it all in. So here is how you put in the strip lights. Basically you just got to wedge it in through to the trim panel, and then just slide the wiring up through and behind here. So I'll just do that in a second. And just like that, the wire is basically hidden. I'm going to tuck in a little bit more in this corner. But yeah, from here now we can just connect up the rest of the wiring. Get the door handle light done like I have done previously. The door storage light done as well. And jobs are good on. So in order to do that, got this popped out. I started off from the bottom edge over here and then just gently worked my way across and then popped out the sides and the top as well. It's all held in by clips. You can see the main clipping points just here, and then the top just gets wedged in place basically. So leave that up there. Now this center console area, I just pulled this across a little bit. This piece just fell down on its own, but I'm guessing it just slots into place. But should be able to just pop these open like this. Okay, and then should be able to just lift up this entire trim piece here now. So that piece come out separately. Sorted. That's the wiring all. Now next, so where does this wire go to? Don't know. Oh wait, it's gonna be for this trim piece here. So the owner of the car's got this wireless charging pad here, which is a pretty nice little feature, I have to say. And then just undo all of these clips. Perfect. So it looks like there might be an option for this car to have ambient lighting in here as well. So I might look into doing some more there. The owner of the car has said, look, make it look as cool and everything as possible. So Footwell lights. So move the seat as far back as you can. Just in these corners there's two little pockets, one on each side, where some of the wiring comes through. And if you're quite generous with stretching these side panels, you can then slide the Footwell lights in. So here we go, there's one. I can pull that through. Then just do the same with the other. There we go. So that's the Footwell lights through. The main harness is still obviously in here. Now I'm going to route these up to the right places. The shorter one to the front and the longer one through to the back of the front seats. That'll probably mean I'll just need to wedge this underneath all the trim here like that, and then sort out what I need to underneath here. So everyone, another little update for you. What I've had to do is tap into the cigarette lighter wires just back here. All the wiring is basically in place. I've added an extra length to the wires as well, one on this side, one on that side, so I can bring them up into these corners, because there's not really an easy live wire, live enough at each door point. Going about it that way, fingers crossed, be able to just button everything back up now and call it a day. So yeah, that panel, by the way, this is just a matter of popping it off. So all you really got to do is just open the armrest and then pop it out from the top and then work your way down. So that's how I got that off. Probably be one of the last things I put back on. Just like before, I'm using the livener from the rear, and I brought the livener in through to this section here where I'm going to have all the module boxes and everything. The two lines are all set up, so now it's just a matter of putting everything back together, and then I'll have all the extra lights done. So the car will basically be ready to finish once I've just done a little bit of tidying up and putting the last few bits and pieces like the footwells into the right areas. And the other cool benefit is we can set everything up to single colors. This just really nicely matches the OEM blue kind of lighting that you get. Again, if we're having a look from here, super clean, super clean. Just imagine driving this around, nicely beading off into the dash. You can see just how clean that looks. You literally, oh, I love it. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy. I hope the customer's happy too. Would you guys be happy with this as a finished result? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? We've got some lighting done as well in the boot. So even that looks cool. So everyone, if this is something you're interested in getting done either to your Jag XE or any other car, please do feel free to hit me up on Instagram or email. Those are the best two ways of getting in touch with me. Facebook is another one, but ideally the other two are the preferred methods. The other way of hopefully getting in touch will be my website, which should be up in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. Once that's up, I'll leave it all in the description down below. If this is something you want to tackle yourself, I'll leave a link for everything in the description as well. So that way you can purchase everything, same kits that I use, etc, etc. That way you can get the same finished results. This car does take a few extra kits, so that is something you will need to bear in mind. I think this car looks so good with the Symphony LED kit, so much better than the fiber optic kit from the past. And yeah, the way it beads off into the dashboard without leaving any glare or anything like that, it's really nice. But yeah, everyone, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, all the usual stuff, and I hopefully see you all in a future video. Peace out. Bye.